Hey guys, it's Tiffany. So I know technically tomorrow is my 1 week, but I want to do my weekly weigh-ins on Sundays because Sundays are kind of an easier day for me. Mondays we have baseball, so it's a little inconvenient, so it's going to be easier to do it this way. So for my first week post-op weigh-in, you know how that sounds? It's so insane. 272.4. I have not lost any more yet since yesterday. So yeah, I kind of hit that yesterday morning, and then between yesterday and last night I haven't lost any more, which is okay. 10 pounds, I'll take it. In the first week, 10.4 pounds is what I lost. 10.4. No, 10.5. Yeah, 10.5 pounds, because I was 284.9. Yeah, okay. 10.5 pounds lost in my first week, 6 days, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I woke up this morning and I have a full-length mirror in my room, and I had got out of bed, and I kind of stopped to put a different t-shirt on. I just have like this on underneath, it's like a tank, and I was like, it's kind of crazy. Today was the first day that I noticed a difference, and this is not a difference from the 10 pounds. I officially have lost 30 pounds since I started this process in December. I lost 20 before surgery, and then 10.5 since surgery. So I've lost 30.5 pounds. And honestly, I hadn't really noticed a difference just at all. Other people had told me I looked like I had lost weight, but on myself I hadn't noticed. But today, looking in the mirror, my face looked smaller. Like, I was looking and I was like, is my chin always like that? I was like kind of standing there like, do I look smaller? Like, wait, hold on. So I mean, that's cool. I'm glad that I finally noticed the difference. But yeah, so anyways, 272.5. 2.4. Jesus, I can't get that right. So, on Friday I had weighed in at 276. So between Friday and Saturday, I had lost 4 point something pounds. Though I will say, I had heavier pants on in that one, so I may have weighed a little less. So yeah. Yeah, so you guys know about my hospital visit. I might touch on a couple things because I recorded 2 videos since then. So my first night in the hospital, horrible, hated it. My bed sucked until it broke. It stopped going up and down for some reason, like it wouldn't do anything. So she gave me morphine in my IV, and she was like, well, we're gonna try to find somebody to fix your bed. And I was like, you just gave me morphine. It's gonna knock me out, and you're gonna have me standing here for like 30 minutes. I was so... But they changed up my bed, and the second bed I got was so much better. It was a better mattress. It wasn't like this airy mattress that like blew up every time you moved. Seriously, every time you moved, it would like, you'd hear it inflate. Oh my god, it was miserable. And that's all you heard all night was the bed inflating. So once they changed that out, I was good to go. I've been able to sleep since I was in the hospital on both of my sides. Now, not to say it was like easy going. I'd like to roll over, it hurt, but it was so much more comfortable for me to sleep on my sides. I was absolutely miserable in the hospital. I didn't sleep consistently the first night at all. I was up every 15 minutes. I was peeing every 45 minutes, nonstop. I mean nonstop, which was great. Peeing is good. That means you're really hydrated. Yeah, so that was good. Second day into the hospital was miserable. I was just wanting the surgeon to get there so bad. I was really wanting him to get there at like 8, 9, 10 in the morning and be like, you guys can go home. Because I wasn't having nausea. The only time that I threw up in the hospital was when they gave me liquid Loratab. I'm not supposed to have codeine, and Loratab has codeine, and I actually told them that. He said, well, we'll try it, and it made me throw up as soon as I took it. So they gave me Dilaudid. I took 3 or 4 total the first night home, and that was it. I haven't taken them since, so that was a week ago. Well, I'm sorry, it'll be a week on Tuesday since I've had my last one. So, I'm trying to think. Yeah, so Tuesday in the hospital was horrible. I was so ready to go home, and my nose is itching. I was so ready to go home. I was miserable. I couldn't keep my eyes open because every hour she was flushing more medicine into my IV, bringing me more Tylenol with codeine, and every time they brought that would knock me out more, so then I couldn't stay awake. So I was so tired of being tired. I was like upset about it. You know, I didn't cry at all, but I was upset about it. The gas pains finally subsided on Tuesday. which was good. I'm glad about that because those gas pains were horrendous. I was up walking actually down the hallway of my BCU about 2.5 hours after surgery. 2.5, yeah, after I got out of surgery. About 2.5 hours. Because I was no, I guess it was sooner than that. About 2 hours after surgery, I was, because I think I was in my bariatric unit for about 30 minutes and then I got up and walked. And I was in recovery for about an hour and a half, so. So I did some walking hoping that would get rid of the gas pains. That did not work, though. I mean, I can't say that it didn't help at all because I walked, so I couldn't tell you if it did or didn't help. I don't know what it did, but I walked because I was hoping it would help. The whole time I was there, the whole night and a half I was there, I actually only got up and walked, actually in the hallway, like 4 times. But I was up and down from the bathroom so much, like, I was like, hey, I'm getting walking in. And plus, I was waking up every 30 minutes. I was moving from side to side, so yeah, I was like, hey, I'm pumping blood, that works. They didn't necessarily make me wear the booties the whole time either on my legs. I had so many cords on me anyway. If they would have made me keep this on, I was like ready to cry. I was so frustrated. My mom and sister left at like 7:30 the first night. So on Tuesday, I had a really rough day. Like I said, the doctor. And guys, if I repeat, I'm sorry. I started to record another video, but I decided that I didn't say the weight at the beginning, and that's what most people want to hear. And so I decided to re-record the video. And I'm leaning forward. It's kind of bizarre. I know, right, guys? So anyways, so yeah, I just wanted him to get there so bad. He actually did not roll in until 8:50 and to discharge us. And she kept saying, I don't know when he's going to be here. She said, some nights he comes, some nights he doesn't come till midnight. Some nights he doesn't come till 10 o'clock. I said, my family doesn't live in this town. They live like 30 minutes away. So for them to come and get me, that's going to be, you know. Finally he came, and I remember him waking me up, and he's like, well, you look good. And I was like, I said, thanks. And he said, so how do you feel? You want to go home? You want to stay? I said, I want to go home. And I remember saying, you're my hero. Because I was so ready to go home. I was miserable. I just didn't want to be there. I was okay enough to go home, and like so miserable in the hospital. So he let me go home. He was like, but you're probably going to keep your on-cue pump in for another day. And I didn't want to, even though it was going to numb my stomach from any pain I was having. I was like, can I go in and take it out tonight? And he said, that's your choice. He said, if you want to, that's fine. So we took out the on-cue pump. I didn't want to have to do that myself. I didn't want my mom to have to do it because I figured I'd probably get mad at her if it hurt. And so yeah, I was like, no, just take it out. I'll deal with the pain. I'll take something for it. He changed my prescription to the Dilaudid, and my mom got there, and we left, thank God. We didn't get home till like 11 though, because we had to go to the 24-hour CVS to fill the Dilaudid and the anti-acid kind of stuff. So I got home. First night I was up 3 or 4 times peeing. Still getting the fluids out of my body from the hospital. Second night I was home, and it was fine. I mean, I slept on my side. Still had pain, obviously, when I moved certain ways. Still really drained doing certain things. On Wednesday night, on Wednesday night, I only woke up 1 time, so it got better. Woke up at like 2 in the morning. Went back to bed. Thursday night didn't wake up at all. Friday night didn't wake up at all. Last night I didn't wake up at all. Though, I've been waking up at like 7 a.m. every morning. 7, 2 mornings in a row, 8 one morning. And actually I slept till 9 this morning. And I actually went to bed early, so I must have been really tired. So as for advancing the diet, technically I'm supposed to be on like a clear diet right now. I did try mashed potatoes. And by mashed potatoes, I wish I had a spoon right here. Okay, y'all know the size of a baby spoon. It is like the tip of the baby spoon. That's it. It's not like I was like shoveling food in my mouth. It's not possible. But I took the tip of the baby spoon and I ate a few mashed potatoes. Hey, it's my body. I'm gonna do it. It tasted delicious, but it didn't even equal enough to make a teaspoon of food at all. I tried a couple small bites of cottage cheese. It wasn't even enough to make a baby spoon. To fill a baby spoon. I'm trying to think of anything else I've tried. I did try a tiny piece of grilled chicken. Chewed it up and tried it. I mean, it didn't hurt my stomach at all. I didn't get any issues from it. But by tiny, I mean like, you know, really, really little. Like not even baby, giving it to a baby size. It's like even smaller. And I told my sister, I said, I don't know if I'm sipping too small. I almost feel like I'm like exaggerating how much I need to sip and exaggerating how small the bites need to be. Because they say like fingernail size. Do you see how small my nails are? I have really small nails. So I'm like looking at them, I'm like, that's really small. Some people have really big nails, right? Like, I think I'm like really overdoing it with that. So the other issues, a couple issues that I had with the low blood sugar thing that I had. I'm assuming that's what it is, though it's very possible that I overdid it. I'm an on-the-go kind of person. I don't sit around much, unless it's Sunday. I am at work all day, then I usually go to my nephew's games after work, and then I'm usually at my sister's house. We go swimming in the summer a lot. We go out of town. We do camping, you know, very busy. And I kind of overdid it on this weekend. My nephew had baseball games on Friday and Saturday. And so I missed his games on Monday and Wednesday. I didn't go because I wasn't feeling good enough to go. On Friday and Saturday they won. They were both great games. On Friday's game, I took my chair I have, which by the way I have the most badass camping chair ever. It's pretty awesome. But I didn't sit in it. I was up on the fence like this most of the time. But like it was a really close game, and so I started to yell some, and I felt my energy just deplete, and that wasn't fun. So I did sit down a few times, and then by the end of the game, I had drove there, but I was really shaky. And I asked my sister, because my mom had drove in her SUV. I was there in my car. My sister and her fiance were there together with their 3 kids, and I was like, Tara, will you drive me home and just have him pick you up from Mom? And she said, yeah, that's fine, because I didn't feel comfortable enough driving, feeling shaky. So she drove me home, and I took I had the tiniest piece, like the very small corner, not even, I don't even know how to explain it, like a very small piece of chocolate, and it like subsided within, like, I don't even know, a couple minutes. My sugar issues subsided, because to me, like, it was horrendous to feel that shaky. It was kind of weird. It almost felt like I'm gonna go down. So I went and sat in the car while everybody was packing everything up. Saturday, Friday. That was not Friday's game that happened at. That was Saturday's game that happened at, I think. No, that was Friday night. That happened to me twice then, I guess. On Friday, earlier in the day, that had happened too, when we were out and about. I got kind of that little bit of low blood sugar feeling. I've never had any problems with my blood sugar or anything like that. Occasionally it would drop. You can tell when your blood sugar drops and you start getting shaky. So, but it seems to, you know, as long as I immediately sit down and I'm getting plenty of fluids. I'm still not up to 80 or 70 to 100 grams of protein. I think that's going to take me, you know, a bit to get to that. I'm getting in as many as I can. I'm getting in tons of fluids, taking my vitamins, taking my medicines, so it's not any of that. I think that I kind of just overdid it. I think I'm trying to get back to normal me too fast, and that's not good. I think that me feeling so good is kind of still misleading to the fact that I'm still healing, so. So I found that just if I take even the smallest, tiniest, not even the size of an M&M bite of chocolate of some kind, it subsides within like no time. I tried to take a bite of an Airhead, like tiny bites. I feel like I have to, like really small bites, guys. I'm not taking or eating the whole thing. But I tried to take a tiny bite of an Airhead to subside with the sugar thing, but it didn't work. So far, the tiny piece of chocolate has helped to help it go away. Like, that's the only thing that's helped. And I'm not a chocolate eater, guys. I don't eat sweets like that. I'm not a big sweets eater at all. But it helps. And if it helps, I'll do it. So anyways. Okay, I'm going to end this part, and I'm going to make a second part because this is already 15 minutes long, and I really didn't mean for it to be this long. So I'm going to make part 2.